Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
It's a pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
DeAndre Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 more there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2nd and 7.
Some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Trubisky now down around his goal line, rolling to his right. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back.
say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Bears nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Bears nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Bears.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
David Montgomery, the Bears ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Trubisky leaves with Montgomery on the draw. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Swift. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and...
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Instead of double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. That's caught at the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown,
Cordero Patterson. As time expires in the first half, and the Bears draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
makes the score line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kicking off for Detroit.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week one of the season. We'll be back. Third quarter starting on the run from Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Gain of 15. First down, Bears.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Trubisky on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it's going to be second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Bears first down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
To
Demetrius Harris there to make the grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos now to add the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 for the 26.
Once again, it's Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 9.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Now movement and a whistle. Then they have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over first and 10. at their own 16-yard.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go play action. Trubisky. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Bears.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But now it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeRon Harmon. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He was taken.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
27 yards.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. That's a gain of 6.
Now it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift
at the 41-yard line.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a gain of 3. It's
to throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. 1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Harmon. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brought down by Khalil Mack. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Stafford. And it is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
and now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
A 45-yard attempt.
And it's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Bears.
Patterson on the draw play. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Trufant on the coverage.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
You're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Running is Swift. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14.
Here's Swift. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now whistles and a flying down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Complete to Jimmy Graham. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And that one's not coming back for Santos. It's no good. Wide right. And this game will remain tied. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.